Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
Doing good.
Yeah. So, what are we doing today?
Welcome to episode 12 of Rainy City Murders.
Okay. So, the Pacific Northwest.
Yes.
Who are we doing today?
I'm taking us back to 1968 to
Oh
69.
my God. Okay. Everybody, please message her. We don't want to do cases this old. We want new ones that are cool.
Oh, I have one on Grim Geography. It goes back to 1915.
Oh my God. I'm going to start picking the cases.
No, I have so many. I'm enjoying myself.
God.
1968 to 69.
Okay.
But in 2004, King County prosecutors called John Dwight Canaday the first known serial killer in Washington.
So this is in what, 2004?
2004.
Okay. So this is his case all the way back in 1960.
8 to 69 is when he committed his crimes.
Okay. The biggest one is Gary Ridgway.
Gary Ridgway, and then you have, there's a couple. Yeah, Gary Ridgway.
And probably Ted Bundy.
A lot of people don't realize that Ted Bundy committed crimes here.
Yes, I think he started his crimes here.
Yeah. And then you had, what was it, the Night Stalker?
Where they caught
them here in Washington.
Yes.
We had a couple.
Yeah, we had some.
January 4th, 1969.
Okay.
21-year-old Mary Annabelle Bjornson was preparing dinner for a friend at her apartment. At around 9 p.m., her friend arrived at the apartment and found the food still cooking, with Mary nowhere to be found.
That's weird.
So cut to January 24th. Same year, same month.
Okay.
20-year-old Lynn Carroll Tuskegee, a Washington State University student, disappeared in northern Seattle. She was last seen walking to her car.
Okay.
Neither of their bodies were found. They just
disappeared.
Vanished.
Well, back then it was much easier to disappear people.
Mm-hmm. So by March 1969, the police did have a suspect and were investigating them.
Okay. And wasn't investigating? Were investigating. Okay.
So enter John Dwight Canaday.
Okay.
He was a divorced Vietnam War veteran, and he had been accused of raping 2 women previous.
Okay.
So once in custody, he told the investigators, "Sure, I'll take you to the bodies of where I put Mary and Lynn."
Okay.
He had hid them in a snow-covered patch. They were never going to find those bodies.
No.
So he admitted that on January 4th, the day Bjornson was last seen, he knocked on her apartment door claiming he was having car trouble.
Yeah, that's back in the day where you answered the door to strangers and you let them in to use your phone or to use the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. She stepped outside, as one does usually, like when you... So she had stepped outside, and once outside, he pulled a knife and forced her into his vehicle and drove her to Seaward Park.
Okay.
Where he raped and strangled her to death. On January 24th, the day Lynn went missing, Canaday admitted to abducting, raping, and killing her.
Okay.
So, Canaday was indicted on 2 counts of murder the following month and pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity.
Okay.
In the end, a jury deliberated for only 2 hours to find him guilty on all counts, on the basis of which, days later, he was sentenced to hang. In 1972...
We had a big show on hanging yesterday.
Mm-hmm. In 1972, Canaday won a reprieve after the Supreme Court of the United States reviewed cases of capital punishment in over 30 states, including his. and he was resentenced to life imprisonment on both counts.
Okay.
So you may have noticed he's a serial killer. I said that, right?
Yeah.
And I said 68 to 69, right?
Yes. Okay, but I thought you had to kill three or more people.
You do. It took 36 years to solve this case. His first case.
So he had killed somebody else.
In 1968. And it took them 36 years in 2004
to realize he's the one who killed the first
this person. Her case was the oldest unsolved oldest cold case in the state of Washington.
And he didn't fess up to it.
No, because they could not connect him.
Okay. So they connected him to the other two.
Because
once they connected, he admitted to it.
Once they had him in custody for the other two, he admitted right away to them that he did it, and he took them to their bodies. So he never fessed up on his 1968 murder until they presented him the evidence saying,
"You're the one who did it."
Would you like to hear about the 1968, the oldest cold case in the state of Washington?
Sure, let's hear it.
So we are going to 1968.
Okay.
His first victim.
Okay.
We are going to, I can turn it. And he chose this apartment at random.
Okay.
So we discussed this. 9 times out of 10, crimes are committed against people who know the other person.
Okay.
He was a rare occasion. His first kill was completely random.
I knew you were going to say that.
So in the early hours of December 17th, 1968, 16-year-old Sandra Bowman, a pregnant newlywed, informed her husband Thomas that she had fallen ill and was going to be bedridden for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Hours later, when Thomas returned home from his job at a canning company, he discovered Sandra stabbed to death with her hands bound behind her back. She was stabbed 57 times. A reward was put out for the killer, with Thomas Bowman initially cashing in some of his own money. Thomas was ruled out as a suspect immediately based on part of an alibi, and sooner or later, police had exhausted all leads. The case remained unsolved for 36 years.
Well, nothing's like the other two murders. And you said it was completely random. So back then you wouldn't have DNA and, you know.
So by 2002, so we are 34 years later.
Okay.
The murder of Sandra Bowman has still yet to be solved. Washington State Crime Lab re-examined the evidence from her murder and a subsequent autopsy in hopes of finding new clues and new evidence on everything that was essentially missed the first go around.
Okay.
So Amy Jagman, a forensic scientist, created a DNA profile from a sample of the perpetrator's semen.
And that would match because...
So it was sent to a database of convicted felons, and it immediately matched with Canaday's DNA.
Of course it would.
Once confronted with the news, Canaday said, "Yep, I killed her." He's already serving 2 life sentences at this point. So when they confronted him, he literally sighed, held up his hands, and said, "Yes, I killed her."
Oh my God.
And that was after they said, "Hey, guess what? You left DNA at the scene."
So, and how old is he at this point?
59.
Okay.
He was at Walla Walla, of course. And he had been, at the time of Bowman's murder, Canaday was working as a pipeman's helper for the City of Ballard's water department. The identification was a record moment at the time. Bowman's murder was the oldest cold case, yep, as I said. So in a June interview, according to court documents, Canaday told the detectives that he randomly knocked on her door and attacked her. "I stabbed her."
Yeah, thank 50-something times.
57.
Yeah.
The charging paper said Canaday blamed the December attack on a bitter divorce, a lot of anger at myself and immaturity.
Okay, so if you get angry at yourself and you're immature, it's okay to stab somebody?
Apparently.
And you're going through a bad divorce.
Yep. So
people are fucking crazy.
Right? So in court documents, Deputy Prosecutor Timothy Bradshaw said killing Bowman evidently emboldened Canaday to attack other women, killing 2 of them.
Wow. Just wow.
So in 2004, they took him to court for her murder.
Yeah.
Finally get the justice, get everything solved. He was found guilty and sentenced to another life sentence.
Yeah.
Because essentially they couldn't
do anything. They couldn't murder him. They couldn't do anything.
No. 2004 is kind of the last we hear about him. Until December 26, 2012. Want to know why?
Why?
He was found unresponsive in a cell at Clallam Bay Prison. So they moved him from Walla Walla to Clallam Bay.
Yeah.
So his death was ruled from natural causes.
Yes.
So what they said is that he was found unresponsive in an isolated section in the Clallam Bay Prison just before 5:30 p.m. Wednesday. His death appeared to be from natural causes, State Department Corrections spokesman Nora West said, adding that officials are awaiting information for the Clallam County Coroner's Office. He was attended to by prison and medical staff and Clallam County Fire District No. 5 paramedics soon after he was found, but to no avail. He died.
Yeah. So when did they rule he was the first serial killer? When they found out?
In 2004, when he killed Sandra, when they connected him to Sandra Bowman.
Okay, so that's 3. So serial killers are 3 or more, and mass shooters are rapid killings. They can kill just one person and it'd be a mass shooting because they're injuring. They come in to shoot multiple people and everything like that is what I think it is.
Serial killers are defined as a person who murders 3 or more persons over more than a month, including a significant period of time between murders.
Yes.
So psychological gratification is the usual mode for serial killing, and many murders involve sexual contact with the victim. The FBI states that the motive of serial killers can include anger, thrill-seeking, financial gain, and attention-seeking, and the killings may be executed as such. The victims will all have something in common, such as the demographic profile, appearance, gender, or race. They also usually have a pattern of behavior that law enforcement focuses on catching them.
Yeah, but not always.
So mass murders are defined as the act of murdering a number of people, typically simultaneously or over a relatively short period of time in enclosed geographic locations.
Yes. So it doesn't matter how many.
Yes, it does. The United States Congress defines mass murder as the killings of 3 or more people during an event with no cooling off period between homicides. A mass murder often occurs in a single location with one or more persons kill where one or more persons kill many.
Okay. I stand corrected.
Yeah, so like the Route 91 concert killings is considered one. 9/11.
Yeah, like Columbine.
9/11 is considered a mass killing, not a act of terror. It's considered act of terrorism, but it's considered a mass killing.
Yeah.
So. A mass murder. And the Jim Jones of the People's Temple.
Yeah. There are so many out there. The school shootings are considered massacres, and yeah.
Here, I have a question though.
Sure.
What is the difference between a mass shooting and a spree shooting? So they're both types of multiple homicides, but they are distinguished primarily by the number of locations and the time frame in which the killings occur.
Oh, the spree shooting is when you go from location to location. Mm-hmm. Mass shooting is when it happens at one location. Mm-hmm. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Like that crazy person in Phoenix or someplace in Arizona that wanted to kill a group of people but went to each office to do it. That would be considered a spree killing.
I actually have a spree killing for us for Rainy City.
Oh, okay. That sounds exciting.
But
okay. I think we've got this.
Very short episode. I'm sorry.
Very short episode. Just
it's an older case. It was an older case, and
it was an older case.
Her back is hurting.
Your vote for newer cases, please. No,
At least it was solved.
Yes, it was solved. It was solved.
I didn't give you the cold case from 36 years previous.
Yes.
It would have been longer now.
Yeah, it would have been. Okay, sweetheart, I love you.
Love you. I'm sorry for the short episode, guys.
Yeah, we will start doing some more longer episodes coming up.
But her back is hurting her.
Yeah,
we just figured that out. How to stop that. It was like we just figured out how to stop that, though.
Yes, we just figured it out. Pillows. So, okay. I think we're done for today.
Yep, we'll see you guys next week.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.